Record. All right, let's go to Facebook. All right, we're going to be getting started momentarily, everybody. Ooh, that's not good. Need to power up. Kill.
Yeah,
Since we did the check-in yesterday or last week,
yeah.
I had a place with OC. He had one guest.
Oh wow.
Now the whole place is filled up.
Oh wow. Nice. That's
So
good.
make those adjustments, man. Those
Hmm.
adjustments will work.
That's what's up.
They will absolutely work. I just need OC to now we got 100% occupancy. I need them to turn back the prices up so we don't continue to give away these rooms for $23 a night.
Right.
I got you, Earl.
Oh yeah, you are.
Yeah, it's time to start making adjustments anyway as we get ready to head into our March season.
Yeah. Um, I'm actually one of the questions I'm gonna ask people to answer is look at their photos, and if you haven't started with your spring photos, update them. Update photos every 90 days.
Every
So
90, okay, every month,
yes.
right.
So think about the way retailers do it. Yeah. Okay. So retailers, start promoting the next season while they're in the current season.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
so we were still in Christmas and retailers were promoting Easter.
Yep.
So we kind of have to think about like our photos in the same way, especially the front photo and a couple of the scenics. So we should be pushing our spring. After spring comes, we should be pushing summer. Then we should be pushing fall. That way, the algorithm gets what it needs to stay current.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
the big.
definitely work. You change those pictures around and we start getting the bookings.
Hey, what's going on, Tennille? How you doing? All right. For the purpose of you guys keeping your social media straight, if you want to go to Earl McCray, and forward the link, share the link to your homepage, you should be able to get some of this free love.
Hi, Earl.
What's going
Sorry,
on?
I just got the mic to work. I logged out, so I was okay, and now I'm back. So
You good. I was just saying, if you want to go to
thank
Facebook, go to Earl McCray, go to Facebook, the live feed, share that to your stream, and you can capitalize off of this attraction marketing. Attraction marketing. Okay. All right, so we are going to commence. We're going to commence. Cornell's joining us. Cool beans. All right. So, blessings, everybody. I'm glad to see y'all faces in the place. As always, quick mic check. Who have I not heard from? Cornell, check your mic.
Mic check.
Looks good, looks good, looks good. All right. So we got our AI on board. AI is taking notes for us. So if you miss anything, just absorb the information, y'all. Y'all ain't gotta write down nothing. I got you. AI will take care of all of that. So just absorb the information. All right. So by way of shameless promotions, um, did anybody, I should say, did everybody check out the podcast from a week ago with Jamal Lockhart, the Gorillapreneur?
I gotta check out the rest of it. I checked out a little. I gotta check out the rest of it. Yes.
Okay. So let me just say, this guy, have you not seen the interview? This guy, not only is he crazy knowledgeable, not only does he have a ton of energy, he is one of the most real brothers I know. Like, I mean, real to the point where, one of his big things is letting people know, especially um folks over 40. Folks over 40, he lets you know your time has not come and gone. You still got more in front of you than you got behind you. But he also keeps it real too. He's like, look, these young cats are coming up. What it's taken us to do in 10, 15 years, they're doing in 3 years, in 5 years. Because what they're doing is they're leveraging technology. And that's what I hope that's what you guys are hearing from me. I'm always trying to pop into a training. I'm always trying to get some personal development, because the sharper, the truth of the matter is this: the sharper the axe is, it's about working smart and not working hard. I'm getting old, y'all. I ain't trying to throw that axe the way I did when I was 20, 21. I'm 51. I gotta sharpen the blade. One
You're a
stroke.
young buck.
Yeah, man. Those days I want a sharp blade. And so that's what I really appreciated about you. He basically let you know this real estate game is super wide open. So like, we're blessed, right? Because we're gonna hear, today our programs is always about Black and brown excellence. So we had some Black excellence last week. We're gonna get some brown excellence this week. Now, this gentleman right here, Frank Iglesia, he is one of the top real estate entrepreneur coaches in Atlanta, Georgia. I mean, he is doing some fantastic, phenomenal things. He is doing things with syndication, those that are now 100% on top of syndication. Syndication is when you pool your resources together and you're not buying single or doubles, you're buying multiplexes. You're buying 40 plus doors at one shot. This guy's the one to take you through that world. So I just say this to say Thursday is coming up. Lock in, put your calendars, save the date, because Frank Inglacia out of ATL is going to be sharing a lot of dope information. Okay. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, it's Marketplace Monday. All right. What questions do we have from the marketplace? All right.
Okay.
Tennille, you want to start us off? Tennille?
Nothing coming to mind right now. I will have one. So if you could skip me for now.
No worries, no worries. Who else was getting ready to talk before I put Tennille on the spot?
I mean, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Something I ran across recently. I seen some commercials for Airbnb,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so they're encouraging people to bring their pets to their units. And I wasn't sure if you guys ran across any issues with that and how you guys handle it. So
I'm gonna write that down. There's a strategy for that. There is a particular strategy because that is a sub niche that if you have the right place, it will keep your place completely occupied. So okay, so pets in Airbnbs.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell you the general policy on it, but then I'm gonna talk about the sub niche. Okay, because
Okay.
you just got to decide what makes the most sense for you. Okay. All right, I got that. Any other questions from the marketplace? Stacey, I just saw you popping in. How are you? No, you just got off from work.
Yeah, I
By the
got
way,
2 questions,
I
Earl.
have a question.
by the way, y'all give some love to Stacey. She got her first guest coming in on Wednesday, Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Woo woo. Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you. I don't have any questions right this moment because I haven't switched from therapy brain yet, but give me a minute and I'm sure I will.
All right. But Stacey got like three entrepreneur hats on at once. So, that's what we're talking about. That's 100% of what we want. Go ahead, my brother. Who's just getting ready to speak?
Yeah, that was me. I got some questions for the marketplace, Earl.
Awesome. What you got for me, man?
First question is, how do you I know we all have ring cameras on our places. How do you go about changing the ring cameras each month or every couple of months, how you change it? And do you have a restocking team or person who changes those cameras for charging every month? So what's your process on doing that? Taking off the ring cameras, charging it every month without you being there, without you having to go there, take it off, charge it for a day, and put it back. And my second question is, how do you efficiently have a personal group of people to restock your essentials like paper towels, toilet tissues, hand soaps, etc.? Do they go to the store every month to buy those items to restock for you, or what's the system or process in doing that so you won't have to go to stores and restock yourself? So those two.
Yeah, got you. Okay, I wrote those down. OC might have to help me with the ring cameras, but yeah, we got something for you. We got something for you. Okay. So we got pets, we got ring cameras, we got restocking hats. All right. Any other questions from the marketplace?
I have a question.
Yep.
So now my thinking hats on. So what is your policy for kids? And like, is there a particular age that you'll start at and stop at?
Okay. Yeah, kid policy. That's a good one. Kid policy.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a real good one. Okay. All right. And I'm just gonna go ahead with the kid policy. I'm gonna put service animals too, because I think there's a real interesting conversation to be made about if you have a place that's pets friendly versus you have a place and you have a guest with a service animal. So I'm gonna put that down.
I guess we should tack on, Earl, my question, which is locals.
Locals. Okay, we'll go. Local bookings. All right, these are good.
Also,
Go ahead.
Earl, additional guests at the like after they make the reservation.
Okay, additional guests.
Like the charge, and your charge for additional guests. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an easy one. We got you covered. Okay. All right. So if there's no other questions, let's get started with our praise and progress. Praise and progress for the week. I'm gonna hog this. I'm gonna start. I was able to get some really my book that I've been putting together, called the B&B Playbook. I've had it together for a while, but this weekend I made a breakthrough because I was able to listen to some gurus talk about when you create an ebook, you want to have it light on the narrative and heavy on example, heavy on stories. So I basically reduced, I had about like 1,000+ words. I reduced those 1,000 words to about 400 words and just used bullet points, bullet points, bullet points. And then I backfilled it with stories about the journey, Airbnb journey. And so who do I did? I interviewed OC, I interviewed Olivia. If you have been in the business, in the short-term rental game for at least a year, I interviewed you. And so I got so many stories. I'm so excited to share the ebook with you guys. Probably have it done in another week. So that's my win for the week. Anybody else want to jump in there? Wins for the week. It don't have to be about business. It can be about faith, family, fitness. Come on, y'all. What y'all wins?
I mean, I can start.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. So I think I mentioned last time about doing the prayer before going to the gym.
Yes.
I have continued with that. I've been pretty consistent. Of course, with the family, I did spend time with the family for Super Bowl. You know, that was cool. Some people happy, some people upset. That's all right.
Amen.
I did just start attending yoga classes actually, so that's something that's new for me.
Oh, wow.
So, more about mobility and those type of things, and just trying to stay on top of it. And then I guess for a goal, I did recently pay off a student loan, so that's something good. So
Love.
that's it. That's it. So
So as you get further in your yoga journey, let me know, because one of the gentlemen that's going to be coming on to Level Up in a couple weeks in March is actually a yoga teacher here in Rochester, but he actually is a spoken word artist.
okay.
And during our date night, Yvonne and I, we went to one of his productions this past Saturday, and oh my God, it was like emotion, like tearing up. The
Okay.
production was so good. So I'm super. His name is Anderson Anderson Adam Anderson, excuse me.
Adam
And
Anderson.
yep.
Okay.
And I think we got him on the podcast first week in March. He's gonna be a bomb. He's gonna be a bombshell.
All right.
So, but he's a yoga instructor. In fact, me and Yvonne are thinking about checking him out.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Love it. Love it. Anybody else? Praise and progress. I already gave Stacy's away.
I have one more. Okay, I have one. So we have been diligently working at the Airbnb, getting it all ready, doing the most, because that's just how I am, unfortunately. But I ordered a dresser, and I didn't know I was gonna have to put it together. So Miles put the first two together. He was like, Stace, he was doing all these other things. So I decided that, I'm gonna put this dresser together. It took me 5 hours, but I did it.
Come on. Got it done.
I put it done. I got it all together, all the 6 drawers, all the handles, all the things, and got done. So I will never be buying furniture that I have to put together ever again. When this furniture bites the dust, I'm just gonna be buying regular furniture.
Amen. But so listen, OC has a hack for that. OC, what's your hack about furniture?
Habitat of humanity.
Habitat.
Habitat for humanity. You can't go wrong.
Yes, I went there, and I went to the one in Webster. They're no more in the city, and the prices were like $120. It was so expensive. I was like, dude, for real? I saw a dresser set for $700, and I told him, I said, look, you get this stuff for free. Are you kidding me right now? $700? So
my area is like $26 for dressers and $30 for tables, and I mean, I love it.
I need to go to that one. So yeah, Webster is not the play, not the move.
Definitely
Interesting.
not. Definitely not.
Interesting. That's not been my experience in Webster. I've got some good deals out there. Wow. Okay. All right, Stacy, that's a powerful move right there. Because I know your husband's pretty handy. You know, they say if you can't be handsome, be handy. But Miles got both
Yeah,
of them.
right.
Miles
Yes,
got
he
both of
does.
them.
So I am blessed to have a handy man. It's been very great to have him in my life. So yeah, but he was doing other things, so I decided to take on the challenge.
All right, all right.
And he did
Kudos,
help.
kudos.
All right. Anybody else want to share their wins for the week?
Yeah, so Earl, this is OC. So for the week, I had an opportunity to go down to Carolina, working in the Airbnb, getting some more decor done. But while there, I had the contractor in. He finished up 2 of the rooms, and we had those old wooden cabinets in the kitchen. He painted them inky blue. Yeah, looking nice. Put new hardware on them, and we're gonna paint the old Formica countertop and see how that go. Now the hack for that, because I looked up countertop paint, and the hack for that was Rust-Oleum appliance epoxy paint.
Okay.
Hardens like a brick. So we're
Didn't know
gonna
that.
roll that on. Yeah, we're gonna roll that on and try to preserve the countertop. Give it a different look and just bring it up to date. So the place is looking good. I think I sent you some pictures, right, Earl?
You did. You did. It looks
Yeah.
amazing,
It's
brother.
looking like a country farm home.
Yeah, it's looking amazing, man. OC, I thought about you just the other day. Here's another hack, though. Here's another hack. You know how most of our pictures, whether we're doing the whole house or the rooms, are gonna have pictures of the common area, but we're gonna have a killer shot of the bed.
Uh-huh.
What I'm seeing some people do to give the photo a little bit of a pop, and Stacy, this might be something you want to consider, is right the wall behind the bed. They're giving it an accent by putting some wallpaper on it. Not the whole room. Just that little area behind the bed to accent the photo. And
Oh.
I'll not this call because I wasn't prepared, but our next call, I'll have a couple photos so y'all can take a look at it to illustrate that.
Are they doing the one wall, or they just putting the sample up behind the bed?
Yeah, just to make it pop.
Interesting.
It is, and it's not expensive. But I'll be ready next week to share that with you. Anyone else? Their weekly wins. Anybody else?
Yes, that's interesting. Wow, accent wall is great.
Accent walls, yeah.
Yeah. Versus painting the whole wall, they're putting a wallpaper up. Okay.
Yep.
That's neat. I give it a good touch. But faith for the week for me is I'm Stu in my morning prayer every morning faithfully, so that's always good. Hallelujah, amen. Family is good. Got to spend time with family yesterday for Sunday. That was good and interesting as well. Fun times there. So that's for family. Family is doing great and everybody's doing well. Fitness, still in the gym. Getting up to now, doing my 4 miles, jogging, running, doing weight training and the gym. Trying to get it in the morning or at the end of the night. So I've been doing good fitness with that. Finances is a win for the week. Had one of my guests now extend again. So a lot of guests have been extending. So I know that's a good win for
Beautiful.
financial this week.
Beautiful.
One of the guests I had, she extended again. So she must really love us accommodating her. So that's basically my weekly wins for this week. So yeah, super
Love
blessed.
it. Love it. Love it. All right. Now listen, we got one more person who's on mute who hasn't said a word, but they gotta win because because they turned 21 this week.
Hmm.
Come on from you, Patrick, and share with everybody what you did for your 21st birthday.
Part of the background noise. I'm at the gym right now. But me and the boys just went out for the 21st birthday and just had a good time. Just celebrating it out.
Happy birthday, Patrick!
Thank you, thank you.
Listen, I think Patrick, the
Happy
funny thing
birthday.
is, we all remember at least I do, our 21st birthdays. And ain't none of us, for the most part, I'll just speak for me, ain't none of us even had a thought about having an Airbnb. That was the furthest thing from my mind. So kudos, son, because you sharing you got some shortcuts that I didn't have the benefit of experiencing. All right.
Definitely not.
All right. We're gonna and
Happy
listen.
birthday, Patty Cake.
And that's the goal, really, truthfully. Everybody here, when we think about this whole thing that we're putting in motion, it's really not really all about us. It's about setting up the blueprint for our last name, our kids and grandkids. All right, because I know Stacy got another grandkid coming, so that's a blessing right there. All right, so let's jump right into the occupancy thing. So with respect to your Hampton property, I'm gonna start with you, OC. Where you at in terms of your phases?
Yeah, my Hampton property is pretty much 75% occupied now. We have another long-term guest coming on the 18th. Unfortunately, we had one guest to leave because she got ill, but she was booked until the 18th, and she's not asking for any money back. So that room is still, it can be booked again. So right now, that would be 3 guests. 2 rooms are being used, and we only have that one more room available. So we're looking pretty good there. I am increasing my prices for March. And I had a couple of extension requests. As a matter of fact, one of the nurses that's there, that I told you took care of Diane, she's extending. She want to extend to June.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give her a
Yeah.
little discount. But yeah, that's real good. And she's the one that got the other nurse in. So another nurse is coming on the 18th, and she's there until May.
Sounds good. Cha-ching.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So Neil, where are you at in terms of your phases?
I am at 50% occupancy. Until this weekend. This weekend I have a whole house booking, like I was telling you. And then after that, I have another guest checking in. So I'll be at 75% occupancy.
All right. All right, beautiful, beautiful. All right, all good. Cornell, what phase are you in?
And right now, I'm in phase. I'm in like the highest phase, phase 4 for one of my properties, and the other one in phase 5. So doing good. I had one guest that had he had to actually shorten his stay a little bit because he had actually found a place to actually get a full lease on. So that was just for one room though. But for other than
Hey, Cornell,
yeah.
sorry to cut across you. You mean you're in phase 1 and 2, or you're in phase 4 and 5?
Yeah, I meant to say that way. Yeah, I meant to say that way, OC. Thanks for catching that. I'm in phase
Okay,
1,
yeah.
phase 2. Yep. So
Okay.
one of my places 85%, one to 75%. So doing well. I had that one guest, she extended until I believe the end of March. Yeah, she extended till the end of March. And then we had one guest actually shorten his stay. He was supposed to check out at the end this month on the 29th, but he shortened it because he had found a long-term lease somewhere. So other than that, we're good to go. I know I had actually one guest one of my places. He had actually booked and for the whole month of February, but he never showed up. So I don't know why he never showed up, but he still has it, but he never showed up. I'm like, wow. But actually said that in one of his reviews that from another host, they said the guest was a good guest, but he never showed up, kept the reservation. So I don't know if anybody else ran into that. So he never showed up.
Listen,
So
hey,
I'm like,
we don't need the money, but we'll keep the money.
yeah, we'll keep it.
Yeah, and I did have that happen, Cornell, where the
Wow.
guests didn't check in for like the first week, but then they did come. So
Okay.
I didn't rebook that room. I kept that room because it was paid for open. I mean booked for them. So I didn't know when they would show up. So
Yeah,
I don't
because
know
there's
if
no
Earl
way.
handles it like that, or
Yeah, I
that's
don't
the way I
know. I don't know if you handle it like that because if you try to rebook the room, even though it's blocked
No,
off on the calendar, he could show up in the middle of his reservation, his reservation. So just leave it the way it is.
amen. If they booked it for 2 weeks, leave it for the 2 weeks.
Okay.
right.
You know,
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
some
it
of
works.
them might be military or on
Yeah.
assignment somewhere or whatever.
Exactly.
Yep.
So very good. All right, Patrick, what phase are you on?
All right. I'm in phase 4 right now at a 25% occupancy.
Okay,
So we're waiting for that to just come back up.
okay. And you got a couple bookings for the eclipse this week, right?
I do.
Okay, yeah. So they're booking guys, and the eclipse is not until whenever it
April?
is, April. So again, make sure that your windows for your properties are only doing a 90-day window, so they're not getting winter rates during the middle of the spring and summer. So that's really important. Okay. All right. All right, let's jump in. I think everyone had a chance to share out. Obviously, you guys know Stacy has her first booking this Wednesday, so she's just getting things moving. But we're excited about that. All right, so let's jump into our marketplace. Let's jump into our marketplace. I guess I want to start with the pets. I want to start with pets. All right, so there's really two ways of thinking about pets. Now, the way we've done it is we've always looked at the scalability of pets. And for us, because I want to say it in a way that makes the most sense. When you customize each one of your places, it limits your ability to scale it. Because now you got different size beds, you got different colors. I mean, it truly is much easier from a scalability if everything is kind of the same. Now, with that being in mind, that's the reason that we haven't done the whole pet niche. And so when we have run into pets, our question has always been the same. Is this a service animal, or is this anything other than a service animal? Y'all's a pet. Just keep it real. And so when we think about the idea of a service animal, and Stacy, you might be able to chime in because this is your field. They help people. They are functional. They help people do a task. So they are, like, in every sense of the word, a working animal. They have a job. So when someone suggests or talks about a pet, they will have documents if it's a service animal. And you just ask for the documents. It's not that difficult. And if they don't have documents, then it's not a service animal. Then that's your call. Airbnb requires that you service any guest that has documents for the service animal.
Okay.
However, they don't require you service anybody who's just a pet. Okay, a therapy animal is a pet, y'all.
Okay.
All right. It
Yeah.
sounds nice, therapy, but literally, anytime you leave the house and your pet doesn't leave with you, that's not a working animal. Okay. So,
Yep.
Earl.
any questions on that? Oh, so you're gonna chime in
Yeah,
now?
yeah. The one question was because we dealt with that before when we had somebody come down Hampton property. You remember I called you to get some advice on how to handle that. And it seemed to be when I started looking up Airbnb's policy about the documentation, it seemed to be that we couldn't ask them for documentation. So I need to go back and take a second look at that to see, but it was almost like hands off. If they come in and say they're a service animal, we just have to accept them as their word. And I was like, that doesn't seem right because the policy I was reading was stating that. And I didn't call back up. I didn't call Airbnb customer service to get clarification, but that was the take on my initial, research.
Hmm.
Have anybody else experienced that?
Oh, see, I had to step away for a second.
Did you catch anything, Earl?
I had to step away. What did you just mention? What did I miss?
I was stating that during, you remember the time I called you about the young lady coming into Hampton with the dog. And during that time, I researched the policy, Airbnb policy, and it seemed like we couldn't ask them for documentation. Oh, no, he didn't step away again.
I was going to say, OC, I've always been told that you cannot ask. I know in healthcare we cannot ask for documentation. I don't know if it's the same for Airbnb, just for like HIPAA violations, like privacy. If they have like,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
I
type
don't
of thing.
know.
I don't know if somebody can do a quick Google search on that and see if they can just get a quick take on it. I'm in a situation I can't Google while I'm on this
So,
particular phone.
I've had experiences where people were more than willing to upload their documentation.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about from a policy standpoint. Airbnb was saying you can't even ask them for the documentation.
Oh no, that's not true. I can share with them. I can for our next call. I'll share with their policies. And the Airbnb policy states that if it's a service dog, they say it two ways. If it's not a service dog, you have discretion on whether your place can accommodate them. You have the discretion. Some people want to. Okay. And if it is a service animal, you have the right to ask for the documentation. So I'll pull that together and share it in the group chat for our next session because I think it's really important for people to be clear on that. So
yeah, definitely.
So let's kind of cut through the confusion. It presents an opportunity, and so here's the opportunity. If you have a place that you're not doing rental arbitrage with, you own it outright, you can kind of lay it out so it's pet friendly because people will pay more to have their pets come with them. You guys follow me?
Yep.
I mean, it's a really big thing. A lot of specifically in the travel nurse industry, a lot of these nurses, they want the companionship of their fur baby. And so they're willing to pay because you can build it right into your price thing. For your pet, the right space. Now,
I don't know if it was me, but you broke
I
up some, Earl.
And if you don't own the place, a dog, because you told me you got to use the bathroom. All right. So I might be breaking up a little bit. So, can you guys hear me still?
We got you now.
Okay. So I would encourage you, Stacy, I would encourage you, OC, I would encourage anybody that owns a place to maybe looking at another income stream where you actually tailor your place. And what I mean is, think about anytime you have a pet, you have the potential of pet hair. So you want to be really mindful of your furnishing. You want to be really mindful of your flooring. You know, I would recommend no carpet at all, 100% linoleum, or some sort of covering that mitigates the pet aspect of it. Anybody else want to chime in on any thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely is an opportunity out there because I know I had to turn down several that had pets, which were bringing in, it was a potential good money, really good money. And most of those were willing to pay more for pets. So, you know, if you can cater your places to accommodate pets, it would be probably to your advantage if that's your thing. For me, my places have carpet and I don't have the right furniture to accommodate pets in my place. However, I did have one come, which was a service animal, like I said, and that animal, I didn't as big as a German Shepherd, but I didn't even know was there that whole time. Pet was so good, he just laid in the room and watched the owner who had a heart condition, and if she got excited, the dog got excited to calm her down. And it was beautiful to see them work together because she did have a legitimate issue, but the dog was just on his best behavior.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. In fact, listen, I've actually seen this on Facebook. They have examples of service animals, and they can kind of sense when their owners are feeling out of sorts, and
Yeah,
they will pull them to the ground. They'll go get their medication. It's actually pretty dope. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it on Facebook, these animals, they do their thing.
yeah, that's how this one was. It could sense her adrenaline, and it would calm
Exactly,
her down.
100%. It can actually smell your, like, I don't know what you call it, but it understands what's going on internally with you more so than you do. And so it's
Yeah,
it's an awesome niche, y'all.
yeah, definitely.
It's an awesome niche. So if anybody wants to break into it, please spearhead that so you can make me a believer. So my
Yeah.
next place, I might just be laser focused on that.
Yeah. How can you actually do it to the point where you won't have pet hair everywhere and everything and actually do it efficiently?
Again, I mean, you got to kind of be really forward thinking and also
Hmm.
realize that it's going to take longer to clean.
Yeah, definitely.
So you might want to, make that part of the, not only have a pet fee that will accommodate that, but also make sure if you're not cleaning it yourself, you give your like cleaners enough love so that, you still have margin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on a side note, we're talking about pet hair. It is what it is, right? Y'all gonna get all types of guests. Guess what the hair is that we've had the most challenges with?
Is it shower
Human
or
hair.
human hair?
What ethnic group?
Caucasian.
Cajun, of course.
Caucasian.
No, Asian.
Oh,
Asian.
Oh,
I don't.
I beg to
Oh
differ.
yeah.
I beg to differ.
Oh, see, remember that one young lady we had, and
How can I not?
No offense.
Yes, yes.
we had other guests telling us, "Look, what's going on?"
Yeah, she
So
was just not a tidy young lady.
yeah. So
How did you
hey,
guys handle it? Or did you guys just notify the other guests? Notify her?
I mean, we handled it lovingly. I mean, at the end of the day,
Gentle reminders.
Gentle
yeah,
reminders. Okay.
just pick up after yourself. You
Yep.
use you always want to invest in those catchers for your bathtub and for your sink so stuff
Mhm.
doesn't go down. Because
Yep.
that will mitigate a lot of issues, a lot of challenges with plumbing.
Okay.
Okay. Did we leave any stone unturned with the service animals? We good? Can we
Yeah.
shift gears and talk about ring cameras right now? OC, can you jump in there?
Yeah. To jump in on the Ring camera question, Cornell, I think that was you that asked the question about Ring cameras.
Yeah, that was me. Yep.
Okay, the way I handle my Ring camera so that I didn't, and I thought about that in the forefront before the purchase. So I decided to go with solar cameras.
Hmm.
Solar cameras keeps your battery pack charged. So it's just a panel that goes on, and your Ring camera should be. I don't know if I think your Ring camera can accommodate. If you got the stick-up cameras like I do, then you can probably order the solar pack for that, and that'll mitigate any need to go change out batteries.
So does Ring have a solar camera?
Yep, they got it's not a solar camera, but it's a solar panel that comes with that.
Oh, okay.
Look up the stick-up solar version instead of just the stick-up cam regular pack. And
Okay.
solar worked well for me. I done had it in the property since I've been there, and it's only gone offline once because it connects to your Wi-Fi, of
Mhm.
course, and for whatever reason, well, I know why. It was during Christmas time. I had the Christmas tree plugged into the same line outlet jack as the extension cord, and one of the guests pulled to cut the tree off. She pulled the whole extension cord out the wall and broke the Wi-Fi connection. So, but other than that, no, it's perfect. It's great for that. It'll totally mitigate that problem.
Okay, so if I already have a Ring camera, is it a solar piece I gotta buy for the Ring camera?
Now
So-
that I'm not sure of. You're going to have to do your research on that to see if that is, if it will fit that solar panel, or if that's something you could use with the version you have.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's compatible with what you have.
Okay.
All right. All right, let's talk about restocking hacks. Okay. So there's a couple ways that you might want to be thinking about restocking. You can it can be time intensive or it can be money intensive. What I mean by that is this. Time intensive is you are either ordering it and having it dropped off at the house, or you're actually going and shopping, and after you get what you need, I'm going to recommend everyone create a space in your Airbnb where you have a combination, a locked area, so that your cleaners or your maintenance people, or even for us, each one of our places has an extra air mattress, and we keep it locked. And with the air mattress hack, we picked that up last year. If someone is only staying for less than 3 days, we'll definitely provide an air mattress, because then they can get more people in the room. But I wouldn't offer an air mattress for somebody that has a 30-day stay, because they're going to end up ruining your stuff.
Mhm.
So you order the stuff, or you go out and buy the stuff, and you just restock your shelf. And so it's there, it's available. If your maintenance person needs it, if your cleaner needs it, it's right there. And then they can take pictures they can take pictures. So when you're getting low, you know to go and get more of it.
Okay.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's time intensive. Now, I can't say it's money intensive, but one way of doing it is another way of doing it is break your cleaner off a little extra. And have your cleaner, give her or him a salary and have them go out and get this stuff. And maybe the salary is you're breaking them off an additional $100 a month.
Okay.
They'll go and do the shopping. They'll go and transport it. So it's kind of a different way of thinking about it. Now, of course, you're still paying for everything, but you get your time back.
Okay. So you're paying, you're getting the cleaners to go pick up your stuff versus if it's Walmart or whatever, and you're just having them pay for the items and you reimburse them.
Basically, yes. Yep.
Basically what you're saying is you're paying them $100 extra a month. They buy the items and that's pretty much it. They buy the items, yeah. Because you probably have to. I'm thinking I have to stock like every month or so on these little essentials. So
Right.
I think the other option, I think another option is to just order it and have it delivered through Amazon or DJs or wherever, and just have it delivered to the home. And then the cleaner can just stock it at that point. You don't have to worry about them going to purchase or giving them
Makes
extra
sense.
money. You just do it and just have it delivered on the day that you know you're going to have a person leaving out.
Yeah, that's a really good option as well.
Yeah. Just order from your front door. Yep. Have them. Yep. Absolutely. That is a good option. Yep. Yeah. Something that's make it efficient. That's what you guys do, Earl OC. You guys just order, or you guys have your cleaner every month and go stock up paper towels, toiletries, hand soaps, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, our Rochester property, we have our cleaners do it, right, Earl?
Yeah.
But in my Hampton property,
Okay,
because I'm there, in my Hampton property, because I'm there most of the time, or my wife's there, or my daughter's there, we just pick up the products there.
Okay. Do you guys? I know. Do you guys get grape Welch juices for your places as well, or you guys stop doing that?
Believe it or not, guess the one beverage that everyone uses. You'll never guess.
Is it Canada Dry?
Alkaline water.
I was about to say water.
We made this shift about 6 months ago, just trying something new. We would do the juice, the sparkling water. We would do a bunch of different things. And it's that alkaline water. Everyone touches it. And it looks cool.
How much of it do you give to your tenants or your residents?
Just a bottle.
Okay, so you buying a whole case and then just putting it in a storage closet.
Yeah. Yep. So on their bed, they get a bottle of alkaline water. They get a bar of ivory soap. They get their clean washcloth and wash towels. And some people even throw in a robe. It's up to you. I haven't done the robe thing, but as I go kind of bigger, higher end, a robe might be dope.
Did the guests like the Welsh grape juices, or they didn't really pretty much like it, or just?
Like I said, we started with the Welsh grape juice, and it was a 50-50. But as soon as we transitioned to the alkaline water, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even supply any of that in my property.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't think. Yeah, it's a choice. Yeah.
It's definitely not
provide
required.
Food in the refrigerator and like in the cabinets, things like that?
I don't do that anymore. I used to provide like chips and snacks, but I stopped doing that. And I did that in the beginning, but it's just another thing you got to stock up on and keep buying, and
It's nice when you have one.
Yeah, one.
It's not truly scalable.
No, it's not scalable. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, community food is there that people leave. Yeah, I'll leave in there. Some people buy canned food. Some people buy noodles and spaghetti sauce, and all of that's community food. You know, some people leave bottled water there. You know, if they left it, it's community food.
Okay.
All right.
Amen.
OC, I'm gonna have you handle the kid policy, and I'm gonna talk about local bookings.
Okay, cool. So for the kid policy on mine, and that's crazy that this came up just yesterday. I did deny somebody because we're hosting business professionals most of the time. Um, that's our motto. That's what our clientele is. We typically don't host kids. However, the age I think is what you're pretty much focused on. And I forgot what age it was. It 12 or something like. I don't even host. The only time I hosted 12-year-olds was when I did a whole house booking when the family came.
Right.
And they took and that was up to them, whoever they bought. That was fine. But when I'm dealing with my business professionals and I'm using that, typically you got to be of age. You got to be in the working status. So I don't host children under age. If parents are in transit, if they're because during the summer you got people coming on vacation. I'm a little more lenient then, but Earl, I don't want to be across the board on this question. Do you have a standard age that you deal with?
Yeah, they gotta be school. They gotta be school age. If I gotta, as you said before, if we're talking about our standard client, our remote workers, and that's a new term I picked up. I actually like that better than business professionals. Our remote workers, okay, are not coming with children. But if you have a space, and whole families are coming in, then it's completely different. But you got to understand, you the way you there's some thought that has to go into your space when you have toddlers. Like you gotta have the protectors for the electrical outlets. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that really you want to consider for your space to make it child safe. And it's interesting when you set up your listing on Airbnb, those are one of the questions they ask. Is this child friendly? And if you check yes, that opens up another 20 questions that Airbnb wants answered. So typically when we do a listing, we don't make it child friendly, because then it saves the person that's looking for a child friendly place. It saves them time, effort, and energy. But that's a niche, almost like the service dog. If you want to go into and make some money, you can.
Yeah, and we just had that come up yesterday because I had to turn. A lady wanted to come in for a long-term stay actually, but she had a 2-year-old, and based on that, it was a denial for me because we do have a house full of business professionals.
Yeah.
And, we can't have a kid, crying and running through the house and all of that with the other professionals there. So we try to keep it at a, like Earl said, a good age. Like I'm more lenient when it comes to summertime because everybody's vacationing, during the summer, and they're coming to the beach, and we're close to 2 beaches. So we, in one area, in Rochester property, we're different, but people are coming for different events. They got a bunch of amusement going on during the summer. So we might be a little more lenient, but still, I don't know, Earl, that may be another thing that, we need to look at a little closer when it comes to summertime and thinking about the deposit.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So from the kid policy, it's fluid. It really depends on what your focus is going to be. in general is not something that I've gravitated towards. All right. But there's again, opportunities are there. Okay, local bookings. Okay. Who asked that question, by the way?
I mean, that was OC.
OC? OC, that was
I'm
your
sorry, I
question?
was mute challenged there, and I was pulling you off my car phone. I got to run in the store. But yeah, local bookings. We having the question come up quite a bit. As I'm getting a lot of locals now. Like one guy yesterday wanted to come for a long-term stay. He wanted to come for a few months because he's in the middle of a divorce, and he's a pastor, and he has a story, and he says, and I gave him the no local policy, and he said, "Well, um, I'm not that type of guy to be partying and doing all that stuff, and I just need a place while I'm in my transit." And I even mentioned what we're doing in Rochester to the wife, Earl,
Yeah.
and she was not comfortable with that even here. So I didn't implement it here. I had to deny him here based on her comfort level. But
Oh,
what
yeah.
we're doing in Rochester is we're putting out a $500 refundable policy, refundable deposit offer to those people that are local, so that if they wanted to drop a $500 deposit, more than likely they're not going to be that group that's coming in the party, tear up your place. So we feel more comfortable doing that, and the people that are there legitimately, they don't mind dropping that $500 deposit. So
what OC is talking about is it just been added to the meeting chat. You can take a look at it. If it resonates with you, that would be a workaround. However, as a general thought, I think locals are really a headache.
Yeah.
They're a headache.
yeah,
And the truth of the matter is, we wouldn't even have come up with this workaround if we weren't in the middle of our low season.
Mhm.
right.
And I'm being straight honest. Straight honest. There's so many parts of locals. So first of all, typically when you think about the way we're doing things, it's like a set it and forget it. We're setting our codes, or some of you guys still use keys, and when that stay is over, we don't have to change the locks, we don't have to change the codes, we don't have to go get more keys. But if that
Yeah.
person's a local,
Yeah, you have to.
ooh,
Mhm.
you
Right
just
now
don't
it
want them to
becomes
have,
a challenge.
yeah. That just creates a whole bunch of stuff. And the two times that I had locals in there, in fact, I ended up going and changing all the codes. And then you have the other thing when, I mean, this is just common sense. Now, I'm gonna put Stacy on the spot for a minute. Stacy, when you guys think about your long-term traditional renters, they are living in the house. All right. And though, and so when we think about, we think about it, is the wear and tear on your house compared to someone that's spending 12, 13 hours at work is night and day.
Yeah.
Even when I think about, we had the one insurance company that reached out to us. The person had a fire damage. So the insurance company paid us directly. The amount of cleaning and the amount of work that we had to do when that person left, because her teenage kids and her was in the house all day, every day. Oh my God. I wouldn't do that again.
Mhm.
I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, they're burning electricity all day there. I mean,
Oh my God, what about the electricity? I didn't think about
exactly.
that.
Wow.
So what am I saying? I'm saying I ain't trying to do locals. I'm
Yeah.
really,
You
Yeah, I
guys
feel you.
And you guys, OC and Earl, you guys put a box over your thermostat cover around your thermostats, correct?
That's
That's
another good thing there. Yep.
Okay, but I just implemented this not too long ago. I actually bought um actual like Wi-Fi thermostat where you can control it from your phone, and I put a thermostat box over top of that, so you control the temperature right from your phone. If a guest complains it's too cold or too hot, you can always control it right from your phone from anywhere. So that's pretty convenient too.
smart, bro. That's really smart.
Is that the Nestle, Cornell, like Nestle
No, it's not
thermostat?
the Nest. It's
Oh,
actually
I mean
Honeywell.
the Nest. Yeah, the Nest.
It's it's actually Honeywell. So I got a Honeywell thermostat like that. It works just like the Nest, but it's just a different brand. So
Oh,
it's, it's real convenient though. So and I put a box over that because guests will be messing with that too. If you don't put a thermostat box, they'll be touching that and running your bill up, and you'll look at your electrical bill, and it'd be like 350 one month or something just because they have it running. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so they will. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yep. Yep. All right. Let's move forward. Additional guest fee. Additional guest fee. Now this could vary from market to market. I think Stacy, you asked this. In our Rochester market, our guest fee may be as high. I think one place, because our cleaner is really, really, very good. Very like she is very good, but her rates are not cheap either. So that guest fee is additional guest fee is $23. But for the rest of our properties, the guest fee is an additional $15. OC and Cornell, what's your guest fee been running around?
Mine is 20.
yeah, my additional guest fee is 15 after 2 people.
So you do it after 2. I do it
Yes.
after 1.
After
Yeah, I
1.
do it.
Okay.
Hey, Earl, now here's the thing. If they're, because our room accommodate 2 people, typically, if they have 2 people listed on their accommodation, then it's no problem. They come in under that 1 fee. But if they forget to list that person and they only have 1 listed, then the other person that comes is an extra guest. And now we got to go through the whole thing because they don't have IDs uploaded. We don't know who they are.
Yeah.
They're not registered on their, they're not in the booking. So it's a whole nother thing to go through then.
So
How do you go through that though? That's a good one, OC.
OC, just so I'm hearing you. So you're saying you have the same rate if it's 1 person or 2 people, but after the second person, you have an additional rate. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is that if on the reservation it states 2 people, then they come in under the rate they booked at. If it's 1 person, because I've had them come in and I look back at the reservation and it says 1 person, but yet when they showed up at the residence, there was 2 people.
Oh, gotcha.
And I had to let them know there's only 1 person allowed on this reservation based on the reservation booking. It will be an extra $20 per night for the extra guests.
Yep.
And then they come back with the stories. Oh, I forgot to list it. I'm sorry. Here's what we got.
Thank God for those Ring cameras, right?
That's right. Oh yeah. I thank God for the Ring camera for real.
So
You already know.
Yeah, and that's not hard either. Once you know that there's more than 1 person, you just do a modification to the booking, and most people don't even trip. They're like,
Okay.
oh, I forgot. Okay, yeah, I'll accept the extra. Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's how you guys handle it. But some
Yeah.
people will have 1 guest on the reservation, then they'll have another person, but you have to charge the
Yeah.
extra person, extra $15. But you have to just go in there and request money from the guests.
Yeah, just do a modification to the reservation.
Okay.
It goes from 1 guest to 2 guests, and the system does it. The Airbnb platform will do it automatically. It's nothing for you to think about.
Now here's a question. Now, when that extra guest comes, if they're not in that booking, do you ask for, and I forgot, Earl, how we do it, because I don't have that many cases, but do we require that extra guest to be listed their name, an ID from them as well? Or is it just that primary person that booked that we require that ID from?
You know, I honestly, I've done it both ways. The truth of the matter is, if they tell me out of the gate, hey, I'm coming, me and my wife, me and my significant other are coming, then I'm not even caring because they fully disclosed. But if I gotta
Right.
figure it out on the back end, all right, please upload a photo ID. Or you'll get a lot of this too. This is a good question, and this is the more common question, especially with your long-term stays. You'll have somebody who's coming in for 30 days or whatever, and they say, oh, by the way, my girlfriend or my husband is coming up for the weekend. So how do you navigate that, right? So which make sure everything is documented in the platform. And so after the reservation's over, the days that their significant other was up, you want to it's called additional services. Under the additional services is where you recoup that money. That makes sense?
Okay, yeah, I understand. So that it's under request money, and then I think after under that it's under additional services.
Correct.
So you'll be for the
Right.
days for the weekend they'll be coming. You'll be charging them extra $15 for those 2 days on the weekend
Correct.
on the back end.
Yep. Okay. All right, man. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're at the top of the hour. And so the one value that I want to give you guys with respect to attraction marketing is your phone. And what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to document your journey. Document your journey. So if you're getting a new place, document the work that you're putting into it. If you have a weird guest, document. This one guest did, like, me and OC had a situation where a guest talked about shimmying in through a window because the lock didn't work. Like, I could have turned my phone on and look, getting ready to go into the building. Let me figure out what this So the reason that you want to document your journey is your goal is to have enough little video is king. Video is king. Have enough little videos that you have on your phone. And so you can use, I recommended this AI to OC called Caption, Caption, Caption. And so Caption allows you to give any video words. And not only that, it's, I think it's a one-time of $60 a year. Not only that, the AI will actually tell you what hashtags to put and what words to use in your social media feed. So as we wrap this up, I uploaded something yesterday, and I'm not just go to my Facebook book and show you guys. This was all around using this AI called Caption. And it just makes people finding you and being able to support your business so much easier because they know what you're doing. This was a good one. This is not the one I'm thinking about, though. I think this is it.
But I had to understand the keys to that castle sometimes lied in other people. And
so Caption takes the words from the video and will highlight them for you. And then it will give you the appropriate, like I said, hashtags to use in your social media. And like, do it as often as you can. Also, if you find little, So this is the thing I took away from Jamal. He is a master at finding other content on social media and just reposting it. But then, like, I love this right here. This talks about, well, I'll let you guys take a look at it.
C1A trust. Then you have a family trust, which is designated for building generational wealth. Your ministry trust is to separate you from the state, so you can defer taxes. Your business trust is going to be your holding company. Your business trust is going to be housing all of your businesses, right? So anything revolving around business is where the business trust comes in. Then below that, we have our LLC, which is going to be classed as a corporation. If it's an S corp or C corp, this is going to be your parent company, which of course this is what's going to pay you as a W-2 every single week or monthly or bi-weekly. Then you have your assets, your actual operating businesses. Those businesses are going to be paying management fees to the actual LLC or the parent company. All right. So to give you a visual representation of how this would work on a family sense, is you have your ministry trust, your family trust, you have your mother, father, son, daughter, and every one of them are going to have a business trust. Every one of them are going to have a holding company, and every one of them are going to have an LLC. So I want you to go ahead and execute this.
Comment legacy for an.
Yo, that's fire. To me, that's straight fire. Now, you
Yeah,
make
it is.
different reasons. Some people post like to entertain. Other people post to inspire. Most of my posts are around financial literacy. And allowing our community, the Black and Brown community, to get tools. Whatever your niche is, whatever comes like second nature to you, I think second to financial literacy, most of my posts are about God and about the goodness of our Creator. Like, so you figure out like your center, your moral, your spirit guide, and then allow your attraction marketing to mirror a person like you. Like, so, I mean, the easiest way of thinking about it is this. When I put out content, I'm not thinking about the masses. I'm thinking about people who resonate with me. So I put out content for people who are like me. All right. You're not gonna see no political videos from Earl. That's just not the world I'm living in. Trump, Biden, listen, truthfully, I think they're equally terrible. Because honestly, they all have an agenda. I think Biden isn't openly race, driven and divisive. But that's just not what you're gonna get from McCray, right? So you got to kind of figure out what for your attraction marketing, what audience you're trying to appeal to. That I mean, let me just come on mute if you have any questions on this, because I really want to make sure that you guys are starting to document your journey right now. Because that's the stuff that's going to give you the most possible traction. Questions, answers, comments, concerns? None. Okay.
No questions.
All right. Cornell, help me out, man. What's your one?
I was just saying no questions, comments, or concerns.
Okay, cool. Cornell, give me your one takeaway from our Marketplace Monday.
One takeaway that was a good hack was actually what you guys were saying about having your cleaner get your essentials and everything. Great hack from Stacy about getting that stuff ordered right at your doorstep and having them handle it. So that's a great hack that I'll implement.
Amen. Why not? Sounds good. All right. Akil, what's your takeaway?
I got a couple. I'll name one though. The idea about the solar cameras, that was something different for me. I know I didn't think about that, but I think that I'll definitely cut down on the switching the batteries out and going through the whole recharging process. So yeah, valuable.
Sweet. Neil, what's your takeaway?
I'm going to look into this caption. That's my takeaway. And definitely telling your story or somehow documenting your story. I've already been doing that with videos from the get-go, since I got my first listing. So yeah, definitely going to continue to do that. It's funny you said that. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. OC, what's your takeaway?
Brother, I'm putting the final caps on the locals, man. I'm putting the final caps on the locals. We put a period on it tonight. Thank you.
Nice. What about you, Stacey? What's your takeaway?
Looking into maybe the pet friendly space. We have leather, glass, wood, no carpet, so it might be an option for us.
That's a
It
beautiful
sounds like
niche.
it's perfect. Beautiful.
That's a beautiful niche.
Beautiful.
Especially if you have leather furniture.
Yeah, I actually have the leather in storage. I put this other stuff in here, but I'm going to, after this booking, I'm going to switch it out to do the leather. Right now we do have the cloth. I don't know why I didn't put the leather in here first. I don't know. I was thinking, oh, it's expensive, not really, not that expensive, but not really what I wanted to, put in here. But now that we talk about it, I think I'm going to switch it out.
Oh, you're going to see a significant difference.
No, there's a
Hey,
market.
Stacy, could I just I don't know if you've already done this, if you are going to do leather, is it in where are you located?
Rochester.
I
One.
would, throw blankets, basket with throw blankets, near your sofa if you have leather,
Okay.
just to,
For the scratches,
what's that?
for like the nails and the scratches and stuff,
Oh no,
or
throw
just for the hair?
blankets. Throw blankets. If you're gonna have
Okay.
leather sofa, throw blankets. Just for like extra comfort, comfort blankets for the
Oh, yeah.
guests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will do. Thank you for that.
All right, guys, blessings. You guys have an amazing week. If I could have Akil, can you pray us out, my friend?
Yeah, for sure. Let me see. I'd like to thank the creator for bringing us all together here to talk about different avenues, I would say, to create wealth for our families and to also be able to have a space where we can share our ideals and take part in creative intelligence, collective intelligence. And I also would like to say that I do ask for the protection for all of us as we're going throughout this world and navigating and trying to spread light to others. I think I'll close out that way. Amen.
Amen. Blessings,
Amen.
everybody.
Amen. God bless everybody. Have a blessed week.
Amen. God bless.
I don't know.